Have you ever wondered if there are lost worlds hidden beneath the ocean waves? For thousands of years, one name has echoed through history, a symbol of a magnificent, advanced civilization swallowed by the sea. Atlantis. But was it a real place, or just a powerful story? Let's dive deep into one of the most enduring mysteries of all time. Our story begins with the ancient Greek philosopher, Plato, around 360 BC. In his dialogues, Timas and Critoas, Plato introduced the world to a legendary island nation. He described Atlantis as a naval superpower located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. According to his writings, Atlantis was a paradise, a continent-sized island with concentric rings of land and water, created by the god Poseidon himself. Imagine a city shimmering with orichalcum, a mysterious metal that glowed with red light. The Atlanteans were brilliant engineers and architects. They built incredible temples, grand arbors, and a complex system of canals. Their land was rich with every kind of resource. Their military was unmatched, and their society was a model of prosperity and virtue. For generations, they lived in harmony, respecting the laws laid down by their divine ancestors. But, as the story goes, this utopia didn't last. Over time, human greed and arrogance began to corrupt the noble Atlantean spirit. They grew arrogant, believing themselves to be superior to all others, Ibante gods. Their ambition knew no bounds, and they launched a massive military campaign to conquer Athens and the rest of the Mediterranean world. This hubris, this prideful defiance of the gods, did not go unnoticed by Zeus. Enraged by their moral decay and insatiable lust for power, Zeus gathered the other gods to decide Atlantis' fate. The verdict was absolute. In a single, terrifying day and night of misfortune, violent earthquakes and cataclysmic floods ravaged the island. The great civilization of Atlantis, with all its splendor and power, was swallowed by the sea, vanishing from the face of the earth forever. Plato presented this tale as historical fact, passed down through generations. But was he telling the truth, or was it a cautionary tale? A philosophical allegory meant to warn his fellow Athenians about the dangers of imperial ambition and moral corruption. This is where the mystery truly begins, and it's a question that has fascinated historians, archaeologists, and dreamers for centuries. One of the most popular theories links the story of Atlantis to a real-life historical event: the volcanic eruption of Thera, now the island of Santorini. Around 1600 BC, this was one of the most violent volcanic eruptions in human history. The explosion triggered massive tsunamis that devastated the northern coast of Crete, the heart of the Minoan civilization. The Minoans were an advanced Bronze Age culture, with impressive palaces, beautiful art, and a powerful navy. The eruption and its aftermath could have crippled their civilization, leading to its eventual decline. Could the memory of this real catastrophe have been passed down for over 1,000 years, eventually inspiring Plato's story of a mighty naval power destroyed by a natural disaster? The similarities are striking, but Santorini is in the Aegean Sea, not beyond the Pillars of Hercules. So, the search for Atlantis has taken people all over the world. Some have looked for it near the Bahamas, citing the Bimini Road, an underwater rock formation that looks remarkably like a man-made wall. Could this be a remnant of Atlantean architecture? Geologists argue it's a natural beach rock formation, but the debate continues. Others have pointed to the coast of Spain, near the Donana National Park. Researchers using satellite imagery found strange rectangular shapes and concentric rings buried in the mudflats, formations that eerily match Plato's description of the Atlantean capital. They believe a massive tsunami could have wiped a city off the coast and buried it under layers of silt. Archaeological digs in the area have uncovered evidence of a sophisticated, lost city. But is it Atlantis? The theories don't stop there. From Antarctica to the coast of Ireland, from the Caribbean to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean itself, countless locations have been proposed as the true site of Atlantis. Each theory has its passionate supporters, its intriguing clues, and its fair share of skepticism. For most mainstream historians and scientists, however, Atlantis remains firmly in the realm of myth. They argue that Plato invented Atlantis as a literary device. He needed a worthy antagonist for his ideal state of ancient Athens. What better enemy than a fabulously wealthy, technologically advanced, and morally corrupt empire? In this view, Atlantis is not a place you can find on a map, but a powerful symbol in a philosophical argument about the ideal society and the corrupting nature of power. So, where does that leave us? Is Atlantis a lost chapter of human history waiting to be rediscovered? A sunken super-civilization whose secrets could change everything we know about our past? Or is it a timeless myth? A story crafted by a brilliant philosopher to teach us about ourselves? Perhaps the real magic of Atlantis isn't whether it was real or not. The true power of the legend lies in its ability to ignite our imagination. It speaks to a deep human longing for a lost golden age, a sense of wonder about the unknown depths of our oceans and our history. The search for Atlantis is, in many ways, a search for ourselves, for our potential for greatness, and our capacity for self-destruction. The story reminds us that even the mightiest empires can fall, that pride comes before a fall, and that the ocean may still hold secrets we can only dream of. Whether it's a sunken continent or a state of mind, the legend of Atlantis will continue to fascinate and inspire us to keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep searching for the truth. What do you think? Was Atlantis a real place, or is it the greatest story ever told? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. See you next time.